So I'll talk about the electrical in the place. I have the power from the generator coming in from the outside into this outlet, and that's why I'm using a red plug for here to indicate it's a different type of plug. I also have it labeled generator in for anybody that comes in outside of me. All the electrical cables go up to the battery bank up there. I'm just using one of those standard battery banks that you see all over the place. And then I'm just running it like a glorified extension cord. I have a plug that comes through here to this outlet. And then I have outlets all the way around the building. I need to install some more, but all the outlets. And then it goes up to a light switch that controls the lights inside the building, and then one for the outside light as well. So that's kind of a brief overview of how I'm thinking of for the electrical. I'm not an electrician. I don't pretend to be one. It just makes logical sense to me. Do your cabin the way you want to do it. This is the way I'm doing it. I'm sure the comments will be loaded with tons of people saying how wrong I am. But this is a simple solution for the issue. The battery back I have right now is giving me about 6 to 8 hours of run time, and that includes having Starlink running and just about everything on in here. If I disable Starlink and am cautious, I can get at least 12 to 20 hours out of the battery pack. It's sufficient enough for what we do here. We're not in the cabin very long, so it works for me. So as far as what we have connected right now, we have lines going over and then up to a TV, and then we have more lines. I'm going to be putting outlets in all the way around. We have a light switch, goes to the porch outside, and then to the ceiling fan, and then we have outlets all the way along that wall as well. Each line that goes into the battery backup is labeled with the corresponding lines, whether it be the north wall, south wall, or lights. I have a power switch right now for Starlink, so that if we're not using the internet, we can just turn it off easily, and then if we need it, we can turn it back on. got the heater installed, but right now it's just filling up a room, and there's no insulation, so as soon as we turn it off we have immediate heat loss. We're being cautious with propane, turning the heater on only when we're here, and like we go out for an hour or two, we turn it off and then turn it back on when we get in. It doesn't retain any heat, so we're going to put some insulation on the walls. So kind of enjoying along while I hang a little bit of insulation. Not sure how far I'll get, but join in the fun. Well, I don't want to bore you with several hours of me walking around putting up this insulation, but that's the general gist of it. Put it in between the two studs, roll it down. Anywhere there's an electrical wire, you split the insulation in half behind the wire, half in front, staple it down to the wall, move on to the next. So where there's gaps around the bird block, I'm just coming in with this foamy stuff and just filling in the crack. Well, it's another exciting day in paradise here, so I'm just adding more insulation into the walls, trying to get the walls done before I head out for the afternoon hunt. I got the insulation in place roughly, and I'll come back and staple it in. I just want to get everything set up and just be able to fly through with staples is the goal. So, more of the same. Yeah, all the way up. Here you go. And those flaps should ride against the 2x4s. And you don't want it tight, you want it loose, kind of, not just jammed in there. Ran into a little bit of a problem. There's water here underneath the tarp right by the door, which kind of is to be expected, so I gotta see if I can find a fan or something to dry that out fairly quickly. Just tuck that in there and let's get the next guy lined up. Seem to go together fairly well. Couple love taps. So it seems like there's a groove or something that interlocks with the other one. This guy is going to be a little short, so they say to flip it. So that's just the way I want it. Flip it over. I gave up on the razor blade when I have this tool, and it's so much faster. Ceremonial last piece. And that's all she wrote.